Hit go live.
Okay.
Hitting go live.
He hit go live.
And we're live. How is YouTube land? Hello, everyone. Oh, yeah, look, Emma's in the chat. There she is. And she's also here.
Oh my
Oh my
God.
God, it's amazing.
Or is it?
I'm
Or
here.
is that her secret moderator who's migrated over? Ooh.
We'll never tell. Anyway,
Anyway, in fact, a
it's good
third
to have
Emma,
you.
because Laura Reed's on the thumbnail, and Emma's there, and there's chat Emma, so there's actually 3 Emmas. We're outnumbered, Stuart. First on the channel, we're outnumbered.
Well,
Jesus.
that's okay. That's all right. It's good to have you here. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
And, slumming it with these YouTubers that only have 60,000 views. You know how it is. 60,000 subscribers. But thank you for joining us. It's
Real
great to have
slumming
you.
here.
So, yeah. And I know a lot of people weren't sure if it was you or not, and I'm here to assure them that it was, in fact, you. So there you go. You can tell them all it's you.
It's me. No, there can only be one. There's only one internet grandma. It's me.
Who likes ducks and
Internet
who's a Starfleet officer.
Exactly.
You got a business card of many sub things. Like that specific combination is only
I
one.
wear many hats.
Yes. And several wigs.
Yes.
Yes.
So, guys, we're here today to talk more about the Indiegogo campaign that Samuel is doing for his Trek shorts. So, hopefully, you guys will contribute and help out in any way you can. Same thing as usual. All super chats are doubled. So, anything you super chat in, we will match it to put towards the Indiegogo. So, your super chats actually worth double. So, and we got our first super chat from Fleetpaw.
Hey. Good to
Throws in $5.
Thank you.
From all of us at Trekyards to our American friends and fans, we wish you a safe and happy Thanksgiving holiday. Be safe and enjoy your feasting. Yes.
Very fair.
Yeah.
Yay.
You guys don't have Thanksgiving, and I had mine in October. So.
Yep. Yeah, several people
What a
said,
weird.
what are you doing for Thanksgiving? And I said, it's a random Thursday.
Just doing a Thursday.
Yeah.
It's just Thursdaying.
Yeah. Happy Thursday, everybody.
Yes. Happy average Thursday. But yes, and this is doubly special, which is somewhat luck, somewhat yay planning, that Emma's second film got released yesterday.
Yay.
24 hours in like 10 minutes. So we talk about the breaking news of that film. It's gone down a real treat. Not to toot my own horn, but several people have said it's my best one so far. That's nice to hear.
Even
That's
me.
good to hear.
And these people are not biased. As much as he thinks Stuart's biased towards me, he is not. So that's a...
I'm critical of him, and that's why when I saw this one, I was like, "Good job, man."
Thank you. So I look forward to actually discussing it properly. We tease it on your live on Tuesday, which is out Wednesday. We can actually fully talk about it now and have questions, comments, thoughts, because many people here don't get to play Starfleet. At least out of the bedroom. We do it properly. So I'm going to start sharing, and you guys can vamp.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you, Emma. First of all, I want to tell everybody to hit like. Please super chat in. Like I said, they're worth double. Plus, show your support for the channel as well as Emma's here. So if you have any questions, you want to shoot her way, that you make sure definitely get read. Super chats are a great way to do that. So lots of ways to support and help us out. Just share the videos around. Click the links down below to all the Teespring and TeePublic stuff for all of our Trekyard shirts and merchandise. But while they're doing all that, Emma, and while I have you kind of to myself a little bit with Samuel kind of doing his thing, even though he's still listening, I just want to know, are you a Star Trek fan? And if so, how long have you been a Star Trek fan?
Yes, but I want to qualify that when you talk about being a Star Trek fan, it might be on a slightly different level than I am a Star Trek fan.
You're a Star Trek fan, and then there's Trekkies, is what you're saying. Right?
Yeah, I love it. I've been watching it literally since I was a baby. My parents started putting it on the TV when I was too young to know what TV was, so it's been there my whole life, and I do love it very much. But I couldn't like look at a ship and be like, that's a class whatever, and so.
No.
But I do
How
love
many-
it, and it is like a dream come true to be in the fan films. But I'm not.
And is
I'm not
TNG
super fan.
is TNG your favorite then out of all the series? Because there's quite a few series of Star Trek. So
No, it's up there. I'm a bit controversial in most of the things that I like. I find my heart is kind of always been original series, and I also really love Voyager.
Mhm.
and then it would be TNG, I think.
Okay. What about Deep Space Nine? Have you dived into that pool yet?
I tried and I didn't love it. That is another one of my more controversial opinions.
I was the same way. I didn't like it for a long time, and then I sat down with my wife who had watched it all, and she said, "You got to watch this with me." I'm like, "Sure, I'll watch it all." And now it's like my favorite series, right behind
So
TOS.
maybe
TOS
I've not given it enough time.
Yeah, you gotta get past the first 2 seasons, honestly, and then it gets really good. And once you've seen it all, you know how it all interconnects, and it's like, yeah. So it's my favorite now, besides TOS, which I would never have said like 10 years ago. So yeah.
That's awesome.
Are you watching all the new stuff as well?
I'm a little bit behind, but yes, I have been. I'm really enjoying a lot of like the animated stuff lately. I don't know, it's there's so much Trek now. I don't know what's happened, but isn't it nice to just have Trek everywhere?
For better or for worse in some cases, but yeah. It's kind of a double-edged sword for us because it's good to have a lot of Trek on, but it's also a lot of work for us, which is fine.
Yeah.
We love doing it, but at the same time, there's like Discovery where it's kind of like we like aspects of it, but not the entire thing, and it's like we don't want to be a hater, because we're not.
Yeah.
So it's kind of one of those things that makes our job interesting.
Yeah.
General Grievous throws in $2. Stuart has the Lobes for fan films. Thank you. Yes, I was the Ferengi in this last one, and I listened to it. I watched it, and I'm like, I could have done better.
Oh, no, it was great.
I think we all think that every time we do anything. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Wow.
So technically, this is the entire cast of the episode.
Yeah.
But unlike
cast photo, everybody.
Well, unlike Matt Miller, who we did our interview with him, he was like, "Oh, I'm cameoing." It's like, no, you were the secondary lead. Stuart was cameoing. Actually, a cameo. It's a good cameo though.
It is.
You're out of focus, beauty. Stuart, what was your character name? Tell the audience who don't know.
I don't remember.
Go look at the credits. Go look at the credits,
Stuart.
Come on, it's your character. You got to remember.
No. I was gonna no. Okay, fine. I'll look.
You gotta put it on IMDb.
You gotta talk then because I'm doing things.
Yeah. So I also did a new poll. Emma, do you want to read the poll?
The poll is how awesome is Emma?
And the options are.
I like the options. Love her, amazing. She's all right. And Emma who?
Yes. I was going to try and make a Doctor Who joke there as well, but I ran out of spaces, so I was like, Emma who? It's good.
And I'm ashamed to admit it, but when he's like, I got Emma on to do this thing, and I'm like, okay, I watched the fan film. I'm like, who's Emma? and then I like checked out your channel and watched a few videos, and I'm like, oh, all right, subscribe. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that happens a lot.
I mean, there are lots and lots of YouTubers. Let's be fair.
Good grief, yeah.
And certainly, when we all started, because me and Stuart are 8 years as this thing, and I believe you're roughly the same, just as your own channeliness.
Something like that.
Like, it was different back then. There was a lot less people back then.
Mm.
A lot less industrial.
Yeah. It's quite strange and corporate now.
Yeah.
Very odd.
Yeah.
So my character's name was Damon Eric. A-R-R-E-K.
Yes.
Yeah, Eric.
Go use his hard R's. Eric. Yes.
And Night Sabbath throws in €2. Welcome, female human. And happy chatty, everyone. Well, thank you guys. Yeah, keep in mind all your super chats are worth double because, like you said, they double it, and then it goes towards the Indiegogo campaign as well. So you're helping out the campaign. And Samuel just shared the link for the Indiegogo campaign in the chat. So open it in a new tab. Go check out the perks.
And we also have some brand new stuff as well that we just launched, which is cool. I am biased, but I still think it's cool. We are currently at £5,787, which normally you'd think is, wow, that's a lot. Then like, oh, how much? Still a lot. Not quite enough, though. But that's when you try and go big, it kind of bites you in the butt sometimes. But we just announced some new perks, which I'm really excited about, because I've been slowly investing in artwork. And so we opened up the Lower Decks character art.
Oh, it's so cool.
Which I was like, need. As soon as I found someone to do me and Stuart, I'm like, yes, need the whole cast. And I sort of worked with Brie to do all of them individually. Really, I get the character. She was great. A few little tweaks here and there. And you can get any of them, all of them together, all 5 of our main cast signed in their kind of classic form. I definitely want one of each. I'm sure Emma's going to want at least 30 of her. Just to give out a, here's your Christmas present, Mum. A picture of me as cartoon.
My mum would probably like that.
Boyfriend's father, boyfriend's cousin, mum's cousin. Just... yes.
Damn.
But yeah, so you can get any of those for only a few pounds or the whole batch.
Yeah.
And that'll be so fun because then, they'll have to sign them all and that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, go check out the perks, guys. To kind of follow up with my question, though, do you have a favorite captain, Emma?
Favorite captain's a bit trickier. I love Janeway. I do like Picard. I don't know. I think maybe I'll say Janeway is my favorite actually. I've not put as much thought into favorite captain as I have series.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it annoys me now to people that say she's a war criminal. It's like, did you see Cisco when he tried to genocide a planet? Like genuinely genocide, like not just oops, accidental, like no, mass murder. It's like yeah, that guy.
They got to do what they got to do. I'm just saying.
Picard never genocided anybody. Yeah, she said no to that.
Hashtag Janeway did nothing wrong.
No, I agree.
Janeway did nothing wrong, especially with Tuvix. The Tuvix thing gets brought up all the time. Sure, she could have come up with some alternate ideas, but that's a whole conversation.
Yes, where were you on the Tuvix problem, Emma?
I abstain from judgment, but I think the point is that you could have gone lots of different directions with it. It's complicated. It's very good. That's the point of Star Trek: is complicated philosophical, ethical questions.
No simple answers. That's the point.
Yeah.
Now, Fleetpaw asks a very deep, probing question. Where does Captain Foley rank in your favorite captains list, Emma?
Well, top, obviously. I felt that went without saying, so I didn't bother mentioning.
Okay.
Mentioning you because it's obvious.
Perfect. Thank you. I was fishing for that compliment when I asked you if you had So.
I mean, if you said who's your favorite Daemon, you probably only remember Daemon Arik, so I mean, you have to say him because you don't want to remember.
There you go.
I'd still say Daemon Bach, but that's because I know more about Trek. I mean, Tony Stewart, yeah.
So,
speaking of Stewart, though, whilst before we do, I also put out this poster, Stewart, which I really hope some people on live will get today, because I really would like to know this has been appreciated. It's the You and Me, Stewart, Trekyards poster print of us in Lower Deck style, buyable, signable. You're in goddamn sexy Rathacon, and I'm in like that uniform right there. I'm looking at because I actually have that uniform. And I loved when I made these, Emma. I just sent her real pictures of me in uniform. There was no like, think about how I would look. Let's just do this. Just match this, please. Which is great.
That's so cool.
Yeah. So yeah, get that poster. Get it. It's signed. I'll sign mine. I'll send Stuart. Stuart will send them out. Get them. Let's see a few Team Trek Girls lovers out there right now. We can sign them.
No one likes this.
Do it.
Yes. They're really good piece of little art.
So, Sam, you're going to tell people about how many films Emma's been in and if there's any more on the horizon.
Well, dare I ask Emma, how many films do you think you're in?
Just so far, just that have come out.
No, in the whole series.
Because I can answer that.
In the whole series, just how many do you think you're in?
Okay, let me try. Let me try. Mm-hmm. So we just had little start duty calls first, Jenny. We just had the doc, and then obviously convergence, and then there's that one and that one of a little arc. Is that? Am I forgetting one or two? 5 more? I can't remember.
Oh dear.
And Samuel's not helping you out at all, apparently. So.
No.
It's fun to watch Laura squirm. I'm writing it by giving her questions, but not actually writing the dialogue. It's great. Yes, obviously, duty calls and Chaos at the Neutral Zone, and then the next film is called Lost in the Void. Where you get stuck.
Yeah.
And then Forever in a Moment, which is a really fun one that people can see right now with De-Age Nick. There he is, little cutie Nick himself.
Yeah, we all love that one.
That is a really good one, and that's part 2. No, that's part 1. I can't remember what part 2 of that is called. Have I named it? Don't know. You're also in the Time Heist film, which we announced 2 weeks ago. The Vija film.
Yes. Yes.
Emma gets a sneak in that one. We're filming in like 9 days.
Yes. That's why I didn't think of it, because we haven't filmed it yet.
Nope. So what do you think when that was pitched to you? Because Vija, that's sorry, Vega. Sorry, I'll say it right. Vega. How should I say it, Emma? Vega.
I had a meltdown in my brain, or I listened to Spock say it.
Yep.
I took it in, and then I just did it wrong. I just read it
I was
wrong.
like, I'm so sorry, Emma. Can you re-record it? Because this is totally unusable.
Oh, you're sorry. I did it wrong.
It's so unusable. Please help.
Yeah, really cool. I mean, I have very little idea of what's going on in it yet, because I just did some voice lines for the trailer, but it seems like it's gonna be cool.
Yeah, I mean, how much experience do you have with the movies versus the TV shows?
I've seen them all. If I remember them all is another question. The answer is probably no. I didn't remember that I had seen that film until you sent me the clip for Spock's pronunciation. I was like, oh, this film when he's in his little... Yeah, I remember that. I remember him going out in his little suit. So I don't remember it terribly well. I'm sorry. I'm like the worst person to have on this show. Everyone's going to be like, you're not a fan.
Nim's going to be better on Monday, don't worry.
True.
Oh, Tuesday.
Sean was on
Yeah,
Monday.
Tuesday.
Yeah. We got a good lineup coming up for you guys. So
special guests.
Yeah.
Cation Mel asked, favorite movie, Emma?
Oh, Star Trek.
You mean Star
obviously.
Trek?
Yeah.
Or just favorite movie?
Star Trek.
I mean, Wrath of Khan is my favorite movie. I love it so much. I went and saw it with Shatner, like introducing it and doing a bit of his like.
Oh, you did.
Old man stand up. It was just before COVID. That was the last thing I got to do before COVID, was see Shatner tell jokes and then watch Wrath of Khan in this little theatre. Yeah, definitely favourite. Still, however many times I've seen it, still makes me cry. Like, it just gets me.
It knew what it was doing.
Yeah. She's hitting all the checks. She said TOS was her favorite. The Wrath of Khan's her favorite. All right. I'm. If you haven't subscribed to Emma Thorne, go subscribe.
Yes.
And the amount of people have commented, you make a TNG Season 1 jumpsuit work. Because many of the cast couldn't in the 80s. So that should be another tick for making that look good.
Oh, that's nice.
Not an easy one to pull off.
Yeah. Fleet Paw Swiftback, though, throws in another $5. So that's worth 10 for
It is.
today. So thank you, Fleet Paw. Samuel, can you tell everyone where we can find all the Trek shirts and have released so far, for those who don't know where to find them?
What a great plug. Yes, Power 543 fan films. We have many out. 6 this year. Jesus Christ. 2 last year, because we were just starting, and then the other previous ones aren't Trek shorts. And we have 3 trailers for 3 films as well out. We have another trailer for the end as well, which is, I mean, Stuart saw a shot of today.
Did.
Thoughts?
It's great.
Yes.
It's always great.
Well, some things are better great than others. Oh, and a Stargate film as well. Currently, yesterday's film was at 4,700 views. The last film is at 13,000. The one for that is 42,000 with little old Laura. Alexis is 22,000. Old Nim is 20. Young Nim is 25. Bored Marcus is 19. And the first one is at 88. So
I don't remember these titles.
yeah, it's hard. I've got a lot of names, and they're quite intricate names of them. I'm gonna at the end I should just like list them and just be like, oh god, these are mine. Oh my god. Yeah.
Are they all in a playlist for people so they can just like throw one on?
Yes, I think so.
It doesn't sound very confident.
That wasn't a very certain yes.
You gotta make sure they're tagged properly.
Yes,
too.
they are.
Just saying.
Yep.
Okay, good.
Yep.
Because I end up having to take all the Trekyards stuff. So
that is your job, yes. But I will have to do like a chronological one as well, because there's different watch orders.
Yes.
Obviously, there's and that's getting trickier to release things out of order, because I didn't intend to release oldest Nim after youngest Nim, which shows she doesn't die. sort of defeats a bit of purpose of the middle bit. But it had to release it, so I'm going to a bit better be in order, which means Sean's first film is like film 26. It's like, sorry, Sean. It's like it's right at the end of the journey. I can't. That's a lot of spoilers to skip to that one. Yeah.
It happens.
Yeah.
Patrick Westmore says, "Can you put a link on the chat?" He did.
Yes.
The Trekyards right there. That is the link to.
And we have already talked to Mark Zickery about Space Command, both in general sense and about the ships, which you got the 3D models from them, and did some rather cool stuff with them. Pretty proud actually, because we were the first. So, yes, enjoyed that.
Have those all been released?
I think so.
No, we did quite a bit of interviews with him.
They're a bit lower key than we thought they were going to be, so I think they're out. Yeah. Yes. But speaking of being out, do you want to be out in the deep of space? Then be a crew member on one of the ships. It's a fun little perk in every single credits of every single show with that ship in, and there'll be many of each. You'll be defined: Enterprise E, Cerritos, DS9, Enterprise D, and Titan. I mean,
yay! Great segue.
Thank you. Although I'm not guaranteeing.
We're good at segments here.
I'm not guaranteeing that if you were on the Enterprise D as part of the crew, you didn't die in the crash. So just so you know, you might then die as part of this crew member, but that's not up to me.
But you can put RIP after their name. You can select who lives and who dies. There you go.
That's great.
Wow.
Anyway, wow, good job there, Shep. Good job.
General Grievous throws in $2, so thank you, General Grievous. Love the nod to the famous Trek series relative.
Yes. What do you think about that, guys? Malcolm Reed, bit of an ex-lover.
Yes, my ancestor.
Was it great grandfather? Do you remember?
I
think that's what I heard actually watching it last night.
Yeah.
No, he's your like 3 greats uncle.
Great uncle.
Yeah, as many greats to get there. Not actually your grandfather, because they tend to be your actual grandfather. So I thought it'd be kind of cool if it was a side effect.
Yeah.
And there's a fun duality where Nim as Keeley is super into her ancestor on the NX-01, which is the namesake because we see that character in Temple Anomaly, so it was meant to be an NX character, and then I ended up making her her own granddaughter. So that was how that formatted. And so she's really obsessed with that, because she's like, wow, the NX-01, the pioneers. And you're like, yeah, he's famous. You don't not like him, but you're so nonplussed. So at some point there'll be a payoff where you and him talk about it, and the vibe will be entirely like, oh my god, you had...
Finally, I'll be the cool one. Laura gets to be the cool one.
Which I like, because you're very similar and you're very, very different characters, which is a lot of the fun of like how you're not going to meld because you're so similar, but really not. Yeah.
And Gorgonzola 86 asks, "But Samuel, can anybody can die the horrible death of exploding console all the time?" So you can put, beside each RIP, death by console, death by bulkhead, death by vacuum of space,
death by bridge. I mean, the bridge in Arboretum, the little tiny one, you fell off the bridge and you died. Chuck A, who's been a member for 32 months at the rank of captain. Thank you, Captain, for your service. He says, "I enjoyed this fan film, Samuel. Stuart and Emma, my wife, and I have COVID. Now I'll be watching all of your content while I recover. Thanks, as always." Well, thank you, Chuck. You're always there. You're offering words of support on Twitter and on these chats all the time, so we really appreciate that. So thank you so much. It's nice to have a positive word, and that's definitely always you. So thanks so much. Appreciate it.
Unlike General Grievous, it's in the name, Grievous. But anyway, I'm just kidding. General Grievous. We love you.
Yes, dear mate. Yes, there you are, both Lauras on the big Indiegogo poster. The young you and the older you, despite the young you being taken picture after the old you.
Yeah.
But the costume ages you. Just the way the shoulders are, I think you absolutely look younger and older, even though it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it definitely does.
What was your favorite costume to wear, Emma?
It's a good segue to show a picture.
I don't know, because some of them I like more than others. Some of them I wear, I think, a lot better than others.
Mm.
I don't know. I don't know if I have a favourite. That's really lame and boring. Should have just made one up.
Okay, then. If you had them all right now, which would you choose to put on if you were like, oh, I'll jump in a costume? Which would be the instant jump to?
Well, it kind of depends, because I would have to think. Well, no, I would have to. I wouldn't, because I don't have a particular favourite. I wouldn't plan. I'd be like, okay, what, per the latest film that came out, what era is my character in that you should wear, or like, what are we talking about today? I don't know. I'd have to be a little bit of a nerd about it. It's only right.
Damn.
Fair answer. Fair answer.
Okay. Well then, dare I? And we have shown this, which is great. I showed a bit of everything, so I can show off that you do make it into a very radically different uniform. With your slightly well, you explain the face you're pulling when the thing pops up in the chat, because I don't know how I describe what you're giving the audience with this look. So obviously, if you please go to the YouTube and check, because obviously it's only on the YouTube.
I'll be honest, I can't remember what was happening at this point.
Oh, she's in Picard uniform.
Yes, she makes it to the Picard future. At least the flashback future.
Well, what's her rank there? Lieutenant?
She gets to be more mature. And we did change the makeup a bit. And also made you like stand a different way. Because again, you feel older, I think. I'm sure Stuart would agree as well.
Yeah, those ones, that uniform looks great, by the way.
Yeah, I do like that one. It's very sharp.
Very, very sharp. Every single person put in it looked sharp. And we done one set with 3 people in it. That was a good day. I've never had that vibe before. That was great. The amount of pegs. These uniforms are as small as they make them, and yet but they look like they fit, and that's the important thing.
Exactly.
If you were to see raw footage of the first Emma release, when she stands up after her dickhead brother missing the bloody boat, as she stands and turns. There's a thing doing that. I had to rotoscope out the peg because it's like, stop the peg, stop. So it's quite an annoyance, the pegs.
Yeah.
Now, did you have fun? I know Sam has got a lot of props that he is really proud of. Did you have fun using the tricorders and stuff? Oh
my gosh, so much. Although there was a mild stress the first time we filmed with one of the tricorders, because it would. I can't remember what was it a battery issue or something? Something was just a bit sensitive in the wiring or something, so you had to be really careful. And as soon as you turn it on, you couldn't turn it off. We had to film really quickly so that the battery didn't drain. But in general,
yes,
it was really, really fun to use.
And that was our first time meeting as well, and the stress was real.
Yeah.
Speaking of, how did he recruit you to do this?
Ooh.
You being all famous and all.
I think Sam just Instagram DM'd me or something. And it was just like a random like, hey, I make Star Trek stuff and I do the effects, and he sent a bunch of pictures and I was like, oh, I love Star Trek and I work in VFX. That is interesting. We should definitely talk. I'd like to do that. And I think Sam asked me to just do like maybe voice a character. And then we sort of talked about it. And you're like, well, maybe you could come down, and then now you can't get rid of me. I'm here forever.
She has a tent in the back garden. It's folded up, but it's like there, and it's got ducks.
I don't actually leave. I say goodbye, and then I go into the shed.
This is a very good studio. Because you're that famous, you just better move your studio shed just here.
Yeah, I get a helicopter lifted in. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. She has very gold-plated, like everything underneath the table, just very fancy. Whereas my side of the story of that,
yes, please,
because there are 2 sides to every insanity. I mean, so yeah, I YouTube a lot. I think we all YouTube a lot. Stuart at 2 a.m. because he can't sleep, and me as I'm editing because people talk, please, because I can't bear to listen to Stuart talk in my ear all day every day, which I do.
Oh, you love it.
Well, yes, I do. And just many videos, many people, and once you start watching one, the YouTube algorithm says, "Ha ha 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 ha! We tricked you. Here's 3 more." But you did a Kent Hovind video that was thoroughly wonderful, and therefore encouraged me to watch several more. And something about your vibe and the fact there's Mass Effect posters in your office, which was a dead giveaway of, okay, I like this person. We can get on in a way that random people can't conceptually because there's a geekdom there. And I think you said in one video like, "Oh, I love Gareth so much, I would marry him." I was like, "Oh, that's a level. That's a good level. Okay." I don't use Instagram for anything like at all, but I was like, "Oh, that's a way that people talk to people sometimes, and I can send pictures." Because I was like, "How do I pitch this?" And yeah, it was originally an audio pitch because even though I have lots of uniforms, the foregone conclusion is nothing fits anybody. That's the assumption because it's better to assume because money. And then, yeah, you agreed to come down. We did a simple day plus a big old, let's see what we fit into. Turns out most things, which is great. And we picked out a few that would fit in especially well, like that. And the Sharp Picard is one of those just pops.
Mm-hmm.
And then first shoot day, quite, not nervous, that's the wrong word, but just one step at a time, I guess.
Yeah.
You obviously had come along, so you were committed. And I was obviously written a script and did some CG, etc. But there was something magical about your performance that just came off the page that no one's seen yet because it's now the 3rd film you've so your 3rd film. It's like being your 1st film. And then I was like, as soon as you left, I'm like, "So do you want to come back and..." Oh no, I think I told you afterwards. I was like, "Aha, you've graduated too. Let's make you a full character because that really worked." And I worked out to get you into the grander story, which was a whole thing. And now you're just part of the universe.
Yep, and then every time I came back, you were like, "I've got another idea," or "I've written something else." And then that was it.
Mm-hmm. He's always writing, so you're going to hear that a lot.
Oh, yes.
Just for the record.
Yes.
Oh no, what a shame. Everyone gets more Star Trek.
Oh no.
And I think being nervous is fine, Samuel. You don't have to pretend you weren't nervous. I was nervous to meet you today, so because I've watched some of your videos now. So, hey, just saying.
I'm nervous being in a room with, professional Trek nerds because, I'm forever like I'm gonna look like an idiot. I'm gonna look so stupid.
So you're saying you're feeling this face on the inside, are you?
Yeah.
That's Laura in a nutshell, eh?
Mm-hmm.
So speaking of YouTube, are there any other like Star Trek YouTubers that you watch, or do you even watch Trekyards now?
What a question. What a lead-in.
No, I didn't mean us specifically. I'm just like, do you watch Trek Culture? Do you watch any of those?
No, I don't. I'll be honest. This is probably a terrible thing to say. I don't watch that much YouTube anymore because I don't have to. I keep up with people in the specific circle that I work in. Because that's sort of like a bit work, and then on my downtime I'm like, just watch Let's Plays, just turn off brain. I really like Jessie Gender, who does a lot of Star Trek stuff.
Yeah, Stuart met her at a recent con.
Oh, cool.
I met her in Chicago. Yeah,
that's awesome. But yeah, I don't watch as much YouTube as I would like to. There's not enough hours in the day.
Also a creator, so there's like, do I watch or do I make? And then make makes me money. And then fun needs to be away from those things, but also I could stream the fun to make money.
Yeah. So it's like, do I watch something that I'm going to hate that I can talk about? Or do I just watch YouTube? And then it's like, well, I need to make money now, so I've got to watch people that I hate instead.
But yes, watch more of those things because they're great to watch you review. The arc video where you're like, but it's really well shot. They had a real cinematographer here. The dialogue's rubbish, but it's really well shot. I can give him credit for that.
For one edit that I had to fix. I got told off for that because I said I wasn't going to talk about the editing, but there was one edit in it that I couldn't let slide because the continuity didn't cut, so I fixed it.
Nice. Now, did I hear you correctly that your individual effects?
Yeah, I used to be until recently I was a VFX editor. I worked in film and TV, so yeah.
That's
very
awesome.
Very cool and very satisfying in lots of ways, but also, I quit, so that sort of says something as well. It's a hard industry.
And that certainly really helps us talking because you actually understood this took effort It isn't just,
Yeah.
oh, it's pretty
Yeah.
pictures. Like, oh, this guy actually puts time in and work in.
I'm still in shock and awe at the amount that you just do by yourself, Sam. It's because I'm so used to working. I worked for a massive company. So you've got 1 million lighters and 1 million compositors and 3D and 2D separate. It's all these separate departments with individuals working in them. And then it's like, no, you just do all. Like almost all of that is just you. So I know how crazy that is and how impressive it is.
That's why Indiegogo people should support.
That's why you should support the Indiegogo.
Absolutely. The link is somewhere in the chat. I should probably pin the link to the top.
Yes, you should.
Okay, put the link back in and I'll pin it to the top.
I noticed it's gone on the question, but I just want to point out that the reason I put these 2 posters up, pictures of you, is that you don't look thrilled in the right-hand one because you're older in the timeline. But this just shows how much there's a character within this story. That same character, entire different vibe, but it's just through, yeah.
Yeah, completely different.
Although I think I may have actually digitally aged you slightly there, Emma, just because you shouldn't be like 20 anymore.
That's fair.
Yeah.
It's also the future. You don't age that much, honestly.
Skincare.
I think you overaged Nim a tad for her age that she was supposed to be.
But then Nick, like, if he's also in his 60s and he looks older than Nim and Nim is in her 60s... Like,
some people age differently.
I
It's
get...
fine.
But then if you put them together, you won't buy... You gotta actually put the work in to be justifiable sometimes. Ah, there's Nim's face. Ah, everyone in there smiles. Sorry, yes, chat. Okay, hold on. I'm going.
Yes, link would be
I'm
awesome.
here. I'm paying attention.
Guys, hit that like button. We have 44 of you here with 31 likes. We can get that up. Let's get that likes to 50 at least. And keep the super chats coming, like you said. Each one is matched and contributed towards the Indiegogo. So your super chat is actually worth double. So if you 5, it's worth 10 today.
We also have a Trekyards minimum. So if we get that, that'd be great. But Aussie...
That would be awesome.
Aussie did just donate for an Enterprise D crew member. So that's 15 more to the total, which is fantastic, which brings us up to a tremendous 5,802. Wouldn't it be great to get to 5,000? I mean, wouldn't it be great to get to guys, we get to 6,000 today in this live. If we can get like $150 in the chat or a few like donations, we could get £6,000. I'm just saying. That'd be great. I think that'd be 20%. That'd be 20%? No, almost.
I don't know. I don't do math.
No.
The link is pinned to the top of the chat, so if you guys want to open that in a new tab and check out the perks that are available and all of the cool stuff that is going to be going on with this Indiegogo, please go do so. We'd really appreciate it. I know Samuel would for sure.
So. And like I say, if you're a Trekyards fan, get the signed Stuart and me poster. It's not very expensive. I'm really excited to sign those. I think they look fantastic. If 10 of you went and got that, how much was that? £20. If 10 of you get that, that'll be what we need. So literally, if 10 of you go get that poster right now, we'll be up to 6,000. That's not a lot of people.
And you get a cool poster.
The most important thing, yes.
And our autographs, which is priceless. Mark Lawrence, member for
double in value.
Mark Lawrence, member for 33 months at the rank of Federation President.
That's the highest rank ever. God. Salute the President.
Yes.
All solutions.
President, sir.
Yes.
He says, sorry for my lateness.
Yes.
Emma is a wonderful addition to the Trek family. You've gathered, Samuel. Super chats incoming. Ooh, you can have some super chats. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'll have some
Mark is one of our best and loyalist supporters and a really great guy. He's helped us out on more than one occasion, and he's just amazing. So,
and he shows the magic of the Tesla forethought, which is you're in Vegas and he turns the aircon on while we're waiting for the chauffeur to grab it, like the parking guy, and so by the time we get in the car, it's already cooling inside, and we're like, this was that's the magic of wireless long distance aircon activation.
Oh, smart.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I remember he went on the freeway. There you go, and it was so fast, and you couldn't even feel it. I've never been in Tesla before. I was like, Jesus, this feels illegal.
Yep. They are quick. They're lots of torque. It's faster than some of the muscle cars, like my Camaro. I mean, it snaps your neck back when you floor it. Fine, but a Tesla, you floor it, and all of your internal organs liquefy and go to your back. It's a totally different feeling. So
Is that why they all come with insurance cards then? They got to fill out. You know, you will get injured by this Tesla. Okay. Okay. Dear me.
So Terrence says, how much is the poster if you only need 10 people to buy one? Here, he just said it. £20, right?
Yes, plus postage. Or if you want to get the entire cast bundle, you can get the digital cast bundle for £25, which is not me and Stuart, but it's everyone else. Or physical for 40, which is a nice old saving. But yeah, 25 plus the postage. I just clicked on it. Yes, and don't give Indiegogo a tip, because every time you go physical, it asks you to tip it. And it defaults, and it's like, you don't need to do that. Just say no. It's a new thing. It's dodgy. It's dodgy Indiegogo. You already get a percentage of everything. Don't double dip.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, Trekyards poster. I really like that. I know we'll do more in the future because we've got alternate costumes. At some point, I'll do like a poster of like all of the Us's, which would be really fun. Like it's like, you know, if you look at the Doctor Who, like all the Doctors in one line, that'll be us, but all different costumes.
Now I got the next logical question for Emma, because this is Trekyards. We love our ships and our tech. I know you don't say. I know you said you don't know the ship classes per se, but do you have a favorite ship? No.
I mean,
is it Voyager, the Intrepid class? Because you like Voyager and Janeway.
I don't know. I just don't.
To you, a ship is just a conveyance.
I don't particularly have a. I mean, because I love original series, I've got a lot of little like Enterprises, but that's just because I love the series. I don't know if I haven't thought about it. I need to get like line up all of the different ships and compare. Be like, well, it's not.
They're all.
It's quite a small.
I
window
mean,
yeah. That one's not even. That's not from. That's Starbucks, my favorite.
Stop.
That's not from Star Trek.
Although, would you say that seeing yourself in your own shows on a ship that you've now served on twice, would you say that has now got an attachment to you that's like you just formed because of it's my ship? Yeah,
a little bit. That I mean, you do, but I don't know. Look, me and Laura are different people.
What class of ship is that, Emma? You say it in both films.
Constellation.
Shut up, Stuart!
That's right. Yeah, Constellation class.
She's a genius. I love her.
Said it in the film that came out yesterday. I
Both
watched
films.
it again today.
You're literally talking about it. Both films.
Yeah.
She's also memorized the deck plan. She knows where the mess hall is.
Yeah, where's your quarters?
She's on top of it.
Where's your quarters, Emma?
I know I went for a run around C deck.
Woo! She got something!
I was going to remind her of that if she didn't know, because I even knew that.
Yeah, I remembered something.
It just occurred to me, because we've done your green screen set, we should totally put like the puppet inside Emma's room in one of the picture frames.
Yeah.
Try and put some of the same, because maybe does Laura also like stuffed? What were they? Bunnies. Yeah,
it was rabbits.
I did a green screen thing for Emma Stewart, and it's a full CG room and a full CG chair, and you can have stuff in the room, and it's a character, not even Emma, so it's like a horror thing. So I made it a bit creepy, and I put stuffed animals on the wall, on like the surfaces, and like a wooden duck or wooden, like I had a certain theme that I got just from getting 3D models, and also subtly in the right hand corner on her shelves are every evil alien from sci-fi. There's an alien, there's a Terminator, there's multiple evil aliens, just kind of summarize that this person's a bad person. Like the glowing eyes of one of them was fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, my buddy Tom Eilerman is here. I always mispronounce his last name. I think
my buddy Tom Eilerman.
I call him Ellerman, but I always say it wrong. So he's always. But anyway, he throws in $20 super chat. So thank you so much, Tom.
Thanks so much.
Here you go, guys. Some more Latinum. So there you go. That one is worth 40 today because, 20 of that's going to go towards Indiegogo. So thank you very much, Tom. Much appreciated.
Like I said, we're only 200 away from getting to 6,000, which would be so lovely at the end of today. Because I'm certainly counting the pennies at this point. It'll mount up.
Anything you guys can do to help would be greatly appreciated. Even sharing the campaign around to other Trek fans that you might know.
Because somebody is going to like one of these films. Because there's such a plethora of eras and styles. I've got a horror film, I've got a comedy, I've got Passing the Torch, I've got dark ones. I mean, there's a whole broad set. You know, like your first and second one are entirely different in tone. That's great. You know, they're all really different. And Nick is just real sad. Oh. Yeah, his one, because, you know, war. Yeah, Emma, how do you feel about the Dominion War? Do you have a good time in the Dominion War? Was it a hard time for you?
The what?
The Dominion War.
Yeah, that was a little joke.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Good.
that was a little joke.
It's good.
But
It's
I
good.
don't think I can explain
Nope.
without.
It's nice having
ruining the
something
day.
no one knows what it is except you and me. That's nice.
Oh, how lonely.
And Tom's like, "Yeah, you got it right. Old habits are hard to break." But you don't.
Thanks, Thomas.
Thanks,
It's lovely
Tom.
to see orange for
Make
sure.
make sure you hit like, by the way, Tom. I don't know if you have. We need 9 more likes to get to 50. So hit like if you haven't.
But
I haven't hit like.
oh,
See, what's wrong with you?
There we go. I did it.
Yay, 42. It just jumped.
but Gorgonzola asks me, Samuel, may I use the USS Indianapolis as a background ship in Star Trek Adventures? You cannot put her out of commission before 2379 then. Well, Emma, as the officer, the only one representing Indianapolis, what do you say to Gorgonzola?
Yeah. Yeah. Do please do.
Although,
I'm in charge now.
although just don't write if that makes sense. Don't put Lieutenant Reed on the Indianapolis because
Spoilers or something. she moves ships. I
exactly.
guess.
Yeah.
Bada boom.
I keep teasing. The next one's real
Oh.
sad. It's so fun. Don't get used to it, guys, because the next one's real sad.
Well, Mark Lawrence hits us with a $50 super chat,
Woo!
which is super appreciated. Thank you, Mark.
Super appreciated.
Just throwing this out there. Let's get the minimum quickly. Was resting yesterday and didn't think watching the film released 24 hours or so ago would be good while I was half conscious.
Yes.
Watched today, still in the first 24 hours, and it's another home run. It is. I think it's one of his, if not the best. It's one of the best, for sure. So yeah, I really love the visuals in that. It's really great.
Yeah, we'll play a bit of it in a minute so people can see. But thank you. And yes, Mark, you're doubling that. And we're now over half to our minimum on Trekyards Super Chats, which is great. So we're not even halfway yet. So that's going great.
Yay.
Oh my god. Your best friend, Captain Hunter, is here, Emma, in the chat.
Oh my god, it's Nick. Let's everybody hide.
Wow.
Oh my god, it's the Nick Hook.
What a different set of vibes there. Love him!
Very different reaction.
Very different. Nick, are you excited to work with Emma in like a week? And say all those lines that you've read.
Sit here and do a big
Wait
smile
for-
until we get a reply.
Yeah, we'll eagerly wait for his response.
Because it's some travel for Nick. It's like a 7.5, 8 hour trip. So it's pretty substantial. But he's actually able to be here the entire Sunday, which is lovely. It's the first time ever, actually, I think. No, I think Convergence you were here. That was we did a 4-day shoot, and that was death. Because you were 1 day, and I did 4 days. So did Alexa. That was... Oh, Alexa was such a lass on that. Oh.
She's
She was
the
a
best.
trooper?
Yeah, such a trooper. He waves.
Gorgonzola. Yeah, Gorgonzola says, thanks a lot. I will not need any personnel. It will be like the Hood in TNG. The Indianapolis will ferry around the scientists, admirals, ambassadors of the week. Nice.
I mean, they'd have to be low-end admirals, because no offense, Emma, but it's not a very prestigious ship. That's kind of the joke. So,
Rude.
Well, you hit your ride with whatever's going your way.
hey,
So.
that's fair. I mean, which you also did. You got a taxi ship. But Fleet
Yeah,
Balls...
you had to wait in a shuttle, by the way, by yourself.
Yeah.
Type 15 shuttle. No, thank you. Those are small. No, I would be. I'd be demanding a bigger shuttle.
It wasn't even a shuttle craft. It was a shuttle pod.
Pod. Yep.
Only thing smaller is an escape pod. Literally.
Yeah. But you can't
Yeah,
really,
even
when it's you're literally your first day, you can't really complain.
Well, it's true.
Laura wouldn't
Fleet
anyway.
Fleet Paw throws in $2. No. Alexa. Everyone's echo just activated.
Yeah. But also Fleetpaw says, good perks, Samuel. Thank you, Fleetpaw. Get as many as you want, please. Get loads of posters, because as soon as you get one poster, it's easy to send other posters, because I have to send you posters, so, make me get these cast to sign you things, because I want them to sign things. It's really fun to watch them sign stuff. It's satisfying. Yeah. But speaking of the whole cast, I've got this great cast picture at the top of the page, Emma, with the whole great guys. If you want to set up what we were doing and what it was like to work with the entire group that one day.
Beautiful faces. Well, for me, it was pretty nice and low key, to be honest. For everyone else, it was crazy. But I was just popped in for one day, had a good time, and it was just, it was a bit. It's scary meeting a lot of people at once that I hadn't met before, because despite being a person who streams and stuff, I'm quite a little bit shy in real life.
Same
as I
here.
think many of us are. Yeah. So it was a bit daunting, but everyone is just so lovely and so fun to work with. So it was really nice.
It's one of those rare pictures where none of us are faking our smiles. That's the most genuine picture of all of us. Like, that's really sweet. That's why I nicked off Nick, 'cause it's like the best picture of us.
It's a good one.
So Emma, I'd like to introduce you to everybody. These are 37 Trekyardians here in the chat.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hello.
Trek Guardians.
Sometimes get more.
Don't look at me.
Regulars.
Don't talk to me. I'm too shy. Don't do it.
Just watch me on your computer screens every day.
Yes.
Ooh.
You find that builds a weird, it's a weird dichotomy, because they know you, they see you all the time, they hear you talk, they kind of feel like they know you, and you know them by a name maybe, or a screen name, and then you meet them, like for Samuel and myself, we meet them at conventions and stuff, and they're like, hey, I've been watching you for 7 years, I'm so-and-so, and it's like, okay, now I can finally put a name or a face to that name. It's just weird, because they feel they know you, and you know them kind of, but not really. It's such a weird feeling.
It's weird. Yeah. I've never, apart from people who are also like creators, I've never met, because I've only been quote unquote successful since like COVID, so I've not been anywhere where I've really had the opportunity to meet anyone. So it's a weird thing that I'm kind of attempting to prepare myself for one day when I'm brave enough to go outside.
I mean, if you can't, just go back to my green screen and we'll put you outside on any place you want to be.
Exactly.
Let's go to Paris, Emma. But we don't leave the house.
Easy. Job done.
Yep.
Perfect. Sergeant Roadkill throws in £5, so thank you very much. Got me a ship name. Poster would be cool, but get ready for whatever wacky name I decide on. Well, we've got USS Skeleton Hands. We got USS Okie Dokie.
Just... There's someone's daughter's name, I believe, if I remember correctly, which is lovely.
That's nice, yeah.
Yes, get the posters. I will say that...
there should be a USS Thorne. That's got a nice ring to it.
That could work.
Yeah.
If I was still a perk, your mum could have got it. Then she could claim it was her perk. It's like, but it's all of us, haha. But Fleetpaw says, the associate producer. Seems up my alley. That's a big old perk, Fleetpaw. That'd be a significant jump. That would literally make a film, that budget. So I encourage. Many encourages.
Gorgonzola, too shy. Have you told Emma what I said about clickbait in chat the other week, Samuel? Oh yeah, he said, did you add the pretty lady in the thumbnail for clickbait? I was talking about you, Emma. So.
And I counted, but she's in TNG season 1 uniform, which sort of counteracts that. But it didn't. It went fine.
Yeah.
That's a very diplomatic response.
General Grievous.
Swiftback, that's a good name too. USS Swiftback.
Yeah. I mean, maybe producers get a free ship name. Who's to say? But General Grievous says he should wear a General Grievous mask when he meets us. Yes.
That's why I said yes at General Grievous, yeah.
Commit to that, please. That would be great.
And Misha is here. Hey, Misha, how's it going?
Good to see you.
Thanks for joining us.
We'll start
playing
games then.
if Misha, if you're not aware, there's a Indiegogo. That's what this live is about. Going on for Sam's Trek shorts, and I know you super chat quite a bit on the channel,
Yes.
especially on my late night lives. So, if you want to help out Samuel, click that link at the top of the chat there and check out the perks.
I'm making 20 plus films with 6 already out, and at this point, 100, 200 may make a huge difference. I'm trying to get 6,000 today, and every super chat now. So if you actually want to double your money, then just super chat excessively, and that actually goes towards the Trekyards as well, but that doubles. So in fact, yeah, so depends which way. But every super chat is doubled. So if everyone puts in 5 right now, again, the crowdfunding. If the crowd comes out,
That's what they call it, crowdfunding.
yes. But let's.
And we hit 50 likes.
Hey!
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to start playing some of the film. It's great when you can start film with the NX-01. And it's like, but Emma's a TNG character. Why the hell is there an NX-01? Well, because it works. So yeah, here's the. There's no audio, so we're still talking. Obviously, just yeah, this is the Emma's next film, out yesterday, and some love. I don't know
if you haven't seen it, go watch it. Like I said, I'm kind of critical sometimes of Samuel's work, much to his chagrin, but I think he appreciates it because you shouldn't sugarcoat anything for anybody. But this one was really impressive to me. So if I'm impressed, you should watch it.
Either you should, or he was drunk when he commented.
It wasn't.
Okay, that's good. That's good. So what about it then? I've heard your review, but for the audience, why would you recommend it, especially?
There's an
and we'll see if Emma blushes.
Mix of ships. There's an amazing mix of ships, some of which we haven't really seen on screen, plus some fantastic space shots. And the sun, the lighting, everything about it's really beautiful. And then of course you got Emma. I mean, she's also very beautiful. So she's sitting there chatting away, doing her documentary style stuff. So
the pip's in the right place.
Yes, and the pip's in the right place.
It was one time.
That's on Samuel though. That's not on you. I'm gonna call him out for that one.
Yeah.
It was real hot that day.
It was. We probably lost a few brain cells by then, so.
He lost his pip placement brain cell.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would definitely recommend checking it out. Plus the style, it's the documentary style I think works in this aspect, and it's such a good weaving of. Yeah, it's a good story. Just go watch it. That's all I can say.
And obviously, we know more about the fan film world. It's not really a prelude to Axanar style. I don't think you'd probably agree with that, Stuart. It is its own sort of unique documentary style that's way more informative at the very least.
Yes.
Like you really feel like you've had an experience. Like Prelude's obviously great, but it's more about the emotions of the war, I would say. This is more about the story and not the little tiny things I'd feel like. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know if I should give any kind of spoilers though, because I kind of want to describe that scene with the other ship.
I mean, people should have already seen it.
The ship that enters.
The ship that enters the screen.
People. Let's assume people have already seen it. So throw out some spoilers. It's fine.
Okay. Well, there's a particular scene that I really liked at the end where you see the Constellation class, the Indianapolis, and the Enterprise is right behind it, and she's talking about how much of an honor it was to be on there for like an hour. And yeah, you're used to being on the Enterprise in TNG. You're used to seeing it all the time, so it's kind of like it's the Enterprise. But as diversified as the fleet is with the older ships, yes, if a Galaxy class comes in, it's an impressive looking thing if you're serving on a Constellation class. So that shot of the Indianapolis and the Enterprise right behind it is a real glory shot for the Enterprise, and I never really felt that way about the Galaxy class before until I saw that one shot, and it was all because of Samuel's. There it is, right there. So, yeah, definitely check it out. It's a new take on Star Trek, but it's classic Star Trek. If that makes any sense.
And it's doubly fun because Emma Laura has only been in Indianapolis for like 2 months. So like she's like skyrocketed to the flagship even for an hour. She just left her.
She impresses Data. Yeah.
Like she's probably, she's still got clothes that she forgot to pick up at her house. Like she's still got the stove on. Is that recently she was at her house on day one. But it does not spoil her for the rest of her journey because yeah.
Well, we got some super chats. We got some super chats in, so let's get to
super.
Those. Doc McGillicuddy throws in $5. Sam doesn't give a pip. And Misha throws in $20. Thank you so much, Misha. I live in the Bible Belt here. Pity me. Oh, okay. I do, but I don't.
Emma pities you on a whole nother level.
I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Grievous, $5. I didn't get the NX reference until the Malcolm reveal. Does she have a fascination with Romulans because of his experience in the minefield? Ooh.
Well, like I say, not that important descendant for you. I think it's more the idea of they just popped in. Because you can imagine at Earth or at the Academy, the Romulans appearing will be huge news of the Academy. And there hasn't really been anything as that big for a long time. And versus any ship out on the outer edge of anywhere, at the Academy, that sort of news would spread like wildfire and you'd feel it in a certain way. So I think you're just like, of the generation that, the Romulans are back! And now you're going out. I would say. What do you think?
She's also, Reed is like she's a hyper-focused tech nerd. Like, she's a big science nerd.
Mm-hmm.
So her fascination is more with the technology they have and the chips and stuff than maybe the kind
people.
Of species.
Yeah. I think so too. Good. Yeah.
Good. We shall not argue today.
And Sturm von Alk says, I was hoping the NX class would have been the refit. That would have been kind of neat, actually.
I considered that, but I thought that's a bit too niche a reference. And besides,
not for your film. So what are you talking about?
Yeah. I feel like most of them would be refitted. So I was like, I feel like the NX refit is a specialist version. Was kind of
That's true. Yeah.
I don't think about it.
General Grievous though throws in $2. Funny, they both saved their ships from Romulans.
I like happy accidents. That is true. The Reed lineage is positive there.
Yeah, cyclical.
And I won't say you help Nick with the Romulans in film that will be trailered next week because we haven't filmed that yet. I have no idea what you say. I think you help in some very minimal way, like pressing buttons, but you are there with more Romulans, so that's good.
Sturm von Alk says, for Trekyards fans, really? Well, these fan films aren't made for Trekyards fans. They're made for Star Trek fans. Both general, casual, hardcore. It's, so...
Just with a note...
Ship. I kind of get what he's saying.
Just with a note that we love ships, so if I can and it makes sense, throw them in. Because an average fan wouldn't do that, so obviously I'm bringing the level up to more of a Trekyards fan. But yeah, they're not, they're relatable. They're trying to be relatable,
Yeah. And Oliver Lavery Farag throws in £10.
Thank you so much.
Just wanted to say again that I really enjoyed Chaos at the Neutral Zone, and Emma, I thought you were great in the role of Laura Reed. Would you come back and do more?
I would, and I have, and I'm going to next weekend.
Yes. There's stuff filmed and there's stuff to be filmed, so yes.
Oh yeah, there's so much more. I'm relieved every individual person who says they like Laura Reed or thought that I was okay as her, because there's more. There's a lot more.
We both had that stress after the first one, like, we're committing to this.
Yeah, if people don't like Laura Reed, when the first one came out, it was like, oh, it's too late. Now we'd have to can a few films.
Except then the first one became the third one, so...
Well, yes.
So it's very interesting, when you then watch the real first film, the awkwardness will then appear out of nowhere. The comfortability of this one, and then that one, but luckily the situation is quite awkward, so it'll work, apparently. But the vibe will entirely change between the two, which is great. Maybe bloody Talon. Talon screwed you over right before the mission as well, I think.
Yeah. She's always doing that.
And Cation Mel says, I did not know she had a YouTube channel. Good for her. Good for her. She's got over 100,000 subscribers. We're still stuck at 60,000.
Yeah. Oh, you can't see it. It's just
I'm
off
not-
screen. I was pointing at my silver plaque in a really smug way.
I can see it on the.
Yeah, we can see it. It's lit and it looks lovely. Yeah, she makes great videos. They're
Yes,
both
and I'd like one.
entertaining and informative, and that is not always the combination when it comes
Yes.
to her sort of content either, as in of the style.
Thank you.
And there are
Yeah.
puppets, and I
They're
cannot
fantastic.
wait to get the puppets into the green screen studio to do something with the puppets in a more serious, funny, serious way.
The problem is, Sam, is my me puppet is green.
I got blue screen. I got screens.
But yeah, we'll blue screen it.
Yeah.
It's fine.
You say that as if I could solve that problem. Jeez.
Hey, we also have puppets, Samuel and myself. So
Yeah.
Just
Anyone
saying.
who likes puppets is okay by me.
I mean, okay, you know what? $10, and I'll bring out Kentucky Fried Foley.
Oh, Jesus, don't do that. Sergeant Roadkill, £5. I am off. Looking forward to more Emma
Yes.
and Trek shorts. Great fun to watch and great Trek.
Thank
Good
you.
work all around.
Because we
Yeah,
occasionally
thank you.
do drunk yards where they encourage us to drink by making us drink, and we have no say. So if someone puts in $100, we're poisoning ourselves, and we can't say no, right? And one of the lives, because Stuart's wife's friend, no, wife's mum, can't hear you.
Mum. Yeah.
Oh yeah, made these, and they're absolutely incredible. And I was quite drunk in one, and so I started acting. I put Stuart up to the thing, and I made a voice because I was drunk, and now he's officially that voice. Aha! Yes! Aha! Okay, we got it. Aha!
Oh, good God.
Oh
Fleet
no.
Pod, $10 puppets. Oh my God. This is embarrassing because I'm not from the South, nor do I sound like I have a Southern accent. That's why he's like Kentucky Fried, because it's like Colonel Sanders kind of deal.
Oh no. I've never seen Sam move that fast. He's so excited.
It's super. I know it's super embarrassing to behold, and I feel embarrassed for him. So
Oh no. I'm scared.
it'll be fine. Now that you said it, I have to see it. Says Ryan K.
Okay, everyone ready?
No.
Hello there. Wait, that's the wrong voice. What's the voice, Stuart? Stuart.
I don't know. This is my voice.
Kentucky
Make it
frat,
sound like
no.
this.
So I'm going Scottish. I don't know why. No, he's trying to be. He's trying to be. What's the voice, Captain? I forgot it. Am I a?
I'm glad. I'm glad you forgot
am I
it,
the
'cause it's
northern
awesome.
Fallen now? Hola. Oh, hello. Hello there. Hello there, Emma.
What's going on?
Cringe is real.
I'm scared.
No, no, lass. So, I see you in the Star Trek. You're in the Star Trek. How did you get involved in the Star Trek?
Are you Irish now? I'm confused.
Oi, governor!
Oh, hello,
I'm from
friend.
the UK.
Hello, my friend. You look good. You're a bit more tan, though. Let's be honest. Get out the damn office. Go get some
Emma will never-
exercise. In the
Emma will never come back. We are embarrassing her immensely.
no.
We're grown
She
men.
loves us.
with adults.
He is. I can't remember the voice.
It's good. No, it's great. It's perfect.
Oh my God.
So next super chat, Stuart.
There are no more super chats.
Oh. Oh.
Oh. So sad.
Oh my goodness. So, what is this puppet you're talking about on your
Oh, yes!
on your side?
Have you got a puppet friend, Emma? Do you have a puppet to show me?
Shall I? All right, fine.
Yes.
Fine. If we're all doing.
Now, if this doesn't deserve some super chats, I don't know what does.
Okay.
That's
Here you
true.
go.
That's true.
Gotta.
Hers is a lot bigger.
That's what she said.
Jesus Christ.
Goodness me. There it is.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
wow.
Oh my god.
Happy?
So Green Emma. Have you all seen the Star Trek?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I've told you about my favorite series. We've talked
No.
about it.
What? No, but green, Emma. Stuart, she's green.
It's a bit rude to keep bringing up my skin cone, but
The skin cone?
It is kind of rude.
What's a skin cone? You said skin cone. Wait,
this is embarrassing.
are you wearing a morph suit, Emma? Are you wearing a morph suit and Alexa's wig?
You got me. You got me. I stole Alexa's wig.
It's Orange Nose Day. You're wearing a morph suit and Alexa's wig. I see.
Yeah, that's it.
Why?
Why not?
Yeah, fair. You
General Grievous, $2. Sam, look up a Colonel Sanders video fast.
Oh yes, right. Can't use a keyboard like this though.
Look up there's a Netflix movie that's like a Colonel it's like a KFC based romance with Colonel Sanders in it.
Oh yes, with Mario Lopez.
It's not Netflix, it's the other one.
Hallmark.
Yes, Hallmark, that's it. I'm gonna put Green Emma down.
Yeah. That's a pretty impressive looking puppet though.
Yeah. I like this company. They're called puppets. They do very cool
They're
puppets.
called puppets.
No, they're called puppets.
Oh. Puppets.
But they launched a customize your own puppet. So I was like, me.
Misha throws in $10. Give me my $20 back.
No, Misha, no! Don't say it isn't so.
Oh my god.
Oh, Stuart, we entirely skipped a bit of the film. You didn't talk about it. How it felt to get into prosthetics. There you are, Stuart. So how long did it take you to get into those prosthetics, lad?
Oh, those Ferengi prosthetics. Yeah, that was hell.
Yeah.
I had to be there at like 4 a.m. Everyone else was there at 7. You know how it goes. And they're itchy. And I'm kind of claustrophobic, so it was kind of weird. Yeah, it was one of those days. And I was all out of focus. You couldn't even tell it was me anyway. So what the hell, man?
Don't blame me. Anyway, all right, Emma, I've got to go. I've got some Scottish haggis to eat in my KFC for next time. It's nice to meet you.
All right. It was great to meet you.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Because that's exactly how I sound, don't you know?
Yeah, pure Irish mixed with Scottish.
It was worse before.
Oh, hi, guys.
It was.
I just couldn't get the accent because normally it sounds like the guy from KFC and it's great, and I couldn't do it.
Yeah, I assumed you were going to do Southern American.
I did.
And then...
Yeah, I just didn't.
It's funny because somebody from Georgia is calling you right now.
Oh.
Don't know who that is, but I'm just going to ignore that.
Okay.
It's probably one of our viewers going, what is wrong with you people?
So now we're going to play a little bit of Duty Calls. Yeah, Kentucky Fried Haggis, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, the first one.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't remember you being stuck in a shuttle pod for hours on end. I would be terrified.
But you know,
it's not great.
But you read a book and you fall asleep.
Yeah. Well, there's nothing else to do. So.
Very true. So was it like having your own sci-fi house as well? Because I remember I pitched this to you. Was it like then seeing your genuine sci-fi house?
Yeah, it's cool. It's really cute. I mean, we like it. It's just fun to see because you don't get to see that very often.
Mm-hmm.
It's just fun. It's cool. I feel like a real character. You know, like she's got a home. It's easier to think of her as a real person.
Bloody Eric, though.
Bloody Eric.
Yeah.
Why do you think he was? Why do you think he didn't make it? Like, what were you picturing when you were playing these scenes?
Well, I mean,
script.
Well, the gist is that he's always late. So I just assume he got ready late. He just wasn't on it. Inconsiderate.
That's fair. But he does love you as a sister, just not enough to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and this was it's very, very subtle, but in the background is this fun like manor house thing, but it's actually like a lake and like an entire, it's like an Amazon rainforest vibe outside the window. That's actually what's behind it. 'Cause I want to imply you're actually on like an island. Like your family has an island on Alpha Centauri, and literally you have to beam everywhere because it's so impractical. But your parents were like, yeah, we want to live out on an island, be peaceful, and live with our family, and yeah. So picture yourself in like a big lake and like nothing for dozens of miles. Because Emma's actually an alien. She's from Alpha Centauri, which is people forget because she looks like she does. But yeah, legitimate alien, born on another planet.
Yeah.
And Misha says, Peanut says hi. Stuart, explain to Emma and the insane other one. Well, Misha has a little chihuahua named Peanut.
Oh.
Who is a little cutie. So yeah, Peanut says hi, I guess, to you guys.
No.
Hi, Peanut.
That's nice. And there's a part in the real second film, the actual fourth film, where you talk to Nick about like favorite food, and you've gone about Alpha Centauri delicacies and stuff because he's been there and it's fun. And then this new film, there's a little great moment where because Earth's in danger, and then Nick realizes you're not from Earth, so he apologizes to you for putting that on you, and you're like, no, it's fine, we're all from Earth at some point. Which is such a weird sidestep to have. It's like, well, yeah, you're not all from Earth, so you shouldn't all have the same vibe when he's not from Earth.
Yeah.
I think Nick's from the moon, actually, but that's Earth-ish.
Yeah.
Close enough.
That's Earth enough.
Yeah. Earth enough. But yes.
Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
Does Peanut like hampers, Misha? Yeah, does Peanut like sleeping in a hamper? And if so, is it then a peanut hamper? Emma might be confused. I don't know. Have you been watching Lower Decks? Do you know who Peanut Hamper is?
No.
Oh. It's a character.
Peanut Hamper is an exocomp, yeah.
Oh.
It's a mathematically perfect name, apparently.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And it's one of the most despicable characters in all of Star Trek, by the way.
For Stuart.
Well, for most people.
For Stuart.
Peanut Hamper is awful.
For Stuart. And can I just say that, guys, like 70 more bucks, and we might just hit that Indiegogo goal. I'm just saying, so 70 bucks, and that's great for our minimum, and great for the Indiegogo, and it would be, like I said, really nice to hit the 6,000 mark today. So keep them coming. We've still got some time left. 320s, boom, we're there. Just saying.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll end the poll, though, Stuart. Read out the poll results. What do people say?
You want me to read them?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, fine.
76 votes.
How awesome is Emma?
Oh, no.
Love her. Amazing at 80%.
Oh,
so that wins out. She's all right at 12%. And Emma Who at 9%.
Good.
Actually, Emma Who was at 0% for quite a while. So,
it was.
Yeah.
So start a new poll.
So there you go. You're great.
Phew.
For 80% of the people here.
That was a dangerous poll. That could have ruined my self-esteem for the week.
Yeah, he tends to do polls like that. He's a bad person. Yeah, Fleet Paw, Peanut Hamper is an even worse character than Janeway and Paris Salamander Offspring. Oh. At least they're innocent. I mean, Peanut Hamper's just evil. ISFJ1009 throws in $20. Amazing super chat. Thank you so much. Just woke up. Want to see Emma as a Klingon.
That would be fun.
There you go.
That would be ambitious. Jesus.
And Misha throws in $70 super chat. There you go, Samuel.
Yay!
Never do that voice again. So he's paying to never hear that voice again. There you go.
In fairness,
that's not it again. Misha, we owe you a refund.
But that's not a normal voice for Kentucky Fried Foley. I'm glad I messed up the voice because now that's not part of. Yes, it all worked out.
It wasn't the canon voice.
It wasn't.
Oh.
Well, thank you.
Subraxis is like, what's up, smegheads? Payday is tomorrow here in the UK, working to the payroll of the largest NHS trust.
Oof.
I'm tired as hell.
Oof.
Well, glad you could make it. Thank you for showing up.
Yeah, seriously. But new poll though, Stuart, read it out as Reed just sees Interpus for the first time. Oh, there it is.
Do you want to see more Laura Reed in which era? More TNG era Reed, First Contact era Reed, or future Emma Picard era? Go vote now, or forever hold your opinion.
Yes, we're never going to ask you again.
That question, there's a chance it might be asked again.
Because we've done all three, so I'm interested to see what people think. Because I mean, you
have we seen all three though? We haven't seen all three.
Well, it's the start of a journey, you know. But I will remind people the look of the oh, that's him. The look of future Reed. There's future Lieutenant Reed. I mean, significantly older than other Reed. Yes, but future Reed does exist. Although, because there is a present. Like, even though I play on the timeline, like First Contact is the present.
Yeah.
There's a future and a past.
True.
And there is.
And Mark Lawrence throws in $50 super chat. Thank you so much, Mark. Here's another bump. Hey, not that kind of bump. Let's get this going strong. Thank you, Mark. You're amazing as usual.
Indeed. Just point Trekyards and the Indiegogo, which is a winning combination. And we actually did get another contribution as well from Ozzy. Now he's a DS9 crew member.
Ozzy, wow, he's going to be everywhere.
I'm okay with that. It's a great name.
He's like the great koala. He's just omnipotent. He's
the great koala.
Emma's like, I'm done now.
It does make sense. It does make sense.
Oh goodness.
The more excited Sam gets, the more scared and stressed I am.
Look, the great koala is a unique thing. Which I never actually mentioned in a Trek short. Maybe I should. Who in our cast? Stuart, who in our cast should see the great koala? Who would deal with it the best?
Nick.
Oh, okay. He had an answer straight away. Yeah. He'd make a sarcastic joke about it, wouldn't he?
Probably. Brush it off as some kind of weird hallucination or anomaly.
Well, he does like to drink a lot, as me and Emma knows.
True.
There you go.
We've seen in those scenes.
It writes itself.
He does. But there's a shot of the future team, which we did show in the Indiegogo. I'm still just so pissed this uniform didn't go beyond a flashback, because it's such a good uniform. It really annoys me. Oh, I wonder, how's the auction doing? Because they're currently selling props from seasons 1 and 2, and you can buy all these uniforms. Not that I should, for obvious reasons.
No, but, you're trying to raise money right now.
Yep.
Not spend more.
He's bad for that though.
But how would you like to wear a real blue uniform from the show? Because currently there's one for only $175. It's real. It looks slightly different because I didn't get it perfect.
I don't want to say anything because I don't want you to spend your money.
If someone super chats in $500, I'll put $500 towards this uniform.
Oh, that's brilliant. That's great. Yeah.
That seems fair.
Well, in fairness, that would not be $500 because the way that splits, that'd be terrible. If you want to put 500 in the Indiegogo, I can try and get the uniform. Because I would like one of these, and I feel like I could fit into the women's one as well, and that's annoying to say. But if it's a small, we could both fit into it. A very degree of success. So I would still get it at the end. It'd be so cool to walk onto set and be like, it's a real one. They only made 6. I got one.
It would be cool. Would be cool.
I apologize for him. I mean, you've worked with him, and I apologize for that also. So.
Yeah, I know.
Misha's egging you on to buy it. Okay.
See, like, because no one's gonna want a woman's blue. Because people don't tend to get the women's costume because men will buy the costumes, and blue is the least favorite color if you want to wear it yourself. But that's the opposite for my intention. That would be the best for me, not the woman specifically, just the blue.
Mm-hmm.
Although they do actually make a woman's cut of that uniform, but it's like, fine, pegs.
Pegs solve everything.
That's, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the actual uniform. It's too small. Yeah. Here's how it should look.
And Keishan Mel asked, the two on her right are mother and daughter?
Oh.
Question mark.
No. But haha.
Oh.
Ooh, might be onto something.
Mm.
Because the timeline is somewhat chronological, so that's obviously one of the later films. But yes, here's what they actually look like.
Ooh.
Misha says, "Sorry, I already gave the captain $100 this week to show his moobs. Thankfully, I was immune." See, Emma, Misha is blind, has been since birth. So, yeah, on one of my late night lives, I said, somebody super chat $100 and I'll take my shirt off, and he did, and he was immune to it because he couldn't see it, but everyone else could.
Oh, what a treat!
I mean, we lost 9.7 thousand
sure.
subscribers, but I feel like Stuart thinks it's worth it. Somehow.
Oh my goodness.
Although it's interesting how it's so bleached red from the sun, despite only being like 2 scenes. I mean, they got it pretty damn close, but the point's different. It needs to be point from the rather than down.
Yeah.
He's very picky with his costumes. I don't know if you've noticed, Emma. He's also a little bit of a diva with his costumes. He's got a lot of them.
Yeah, but they're really cool, and people will complain on the internet if they're not right. So I get it.
Because, like I say, this is about mass people seeing them. So, the amount of people that said, "Oh, the Pip," and then I saw the film and everything was okay. I felt right with the universe. Was like, ah, yes, good.
Got away with it.
Good. Thank God for a reshoot. And there's
it was all the plan all along. It's fine.
And it really adds to the character. But there's one effing scene coming up in part 3. She's not wearing a Pip. And I have to digitally add a Pip the entire frickin' scene. That's going to be a phenomenal time. Oi.
Sorry, I'm back.
But that's okay.
I won't even notice I was gone.
Who? So who are you? Sorry.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm your entertainment for this evening.
Yes. Well, the other you
$100.
was.
See what happens.
You're not quite as interesting as Kentucky Fried Scottish you, but that's okay.
No, I much prefer this, Stuart. I much prefer this one.
See, you just don't like Scottish people. That's why I think it is. Or
I
Irish.
am Scottish.
Oh. Well, exactly.
Actually, to be fair, my Scottish family hate other Scottish people kind of Scottish, so...
So you just hate Scottish puppets is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Put that on record.
Just your version. Yeah. Just saying. Well, 55 likes. How many more likes can we get? Do you think we can get to 60? I dare 5 people that haven't hit the like button to hit the like button.
Yes.
I think it's possible.
Yes. Yeah, but shall I play some behind the scenes?
Sure.
Okay,
Are they bloopers?
Yes.
Are they funny?
Not bloopers, just clips that I haven't vetted.
Oh,
Could be
that's
anything.
Perfect.
Yep.
Perfect.
Could be
Go for it.
Oh dear. Like I sort of know what some of them are, but I've also not checked most of them because I've been very, very busy today. The last few. I'm excited for no Indiegogo. That's gonna be a nice feeling when I can not Indiegogo for a bit. That'd be great. Okay, here is Nick and Emma in the forest with dialogue that I haven't vetted. Let's see. And I can't even hear it because the way it works, I don't actually know what they're saying. Let's see.
Good stuff.
Thoughts?
I said about 50% better over there.
Okay.
It's pretty good.
Exponentially.
As if it saw us coming. This feels like a trap.
We need to report back.
Too late for that. It's not an Iconian trap.
What's happening then?
I don't know. But there's no technology in this forest.
I'm detecting a rising tachyon signature. I think the planet's about to phase out. Something happened to speed it up.
Exponentially.
As if it saw us coming. This feels like a trap.
We need to report back.
Too late for that.
And we are now fully wrapped.
Wrapped.
Wrapped with shiny
Look how
things.
Look at that
Alright.
shine.
Shiny,
That's-
wibbly wobbly, LED, tricordery goodness.
Thank you so much, guys. We'll see you next time.
It's been another time. It's been another ordeal.
I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. And we are now fully wrapped. You only got announced 2 days ago, and now you're signing 150. Yes, I am.
I just know I'll be the most popular character.
Maybe there are enough to vote.
Yeah.
Compared to them, like 15 years, these become like £50 on eBay.
That'd be really funny.
I mean, you never know. I do know though. It's not.
No.
But I like a collector's piece. Don't worry, you'll be signing the one you're in.
Ooh,
That'll
okay.
be mandatory.
Oh, nice.
Yes. So just as important as the other two in that.
the torture thing.
Mhm. Yep.
Nice. Right, I'm gonna.
You only got announced 2 days ago, and now you're signing 150. Yes, I am.
I just
And that's a wrap for Ensign Laura Reed's prologue film, not first film. This is the pre-first film, first film.
This is film 0.5.
Oops. We really want to release something, so we did something extra. But it's nice. It's different. And we keep doing different. How can we keep doing different? Oh, I keep coming up with different ideas.
I know.
But,
It's nice. It's a very different vibe.
Yes.
It's a very nice vibe.
It's very simple and pure. Like
Yeah.
you just sense the character just right through. And you almost get stuck in space again.
No.
Foreshadowing?
No.
Well, if they didn't picture up,
Yeah, but they did, so it's fine. Don't freak me out. Don't psych me out now.
it's fine. We've already shot the You Lost in Space episode, so you don't have to go back and do that because you've already shot that.
Yeah.
So it's
I'm
fine.
confused. I don't know when I am anymore.
I mean, you've
So
come to a uniform so easily, you know. And you look so different.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. It's really weird.
And it's hot.
It is hot.
We're fighting it well, but it's getting a bit hot. See what I mean? Later you think it'll be getting less hot, but it's
But no.
it's a bit
No. Doesn't work like that in the little studio.
mm-mm. And then lightsabers in a very little bit.
Ah,
Give you a lightsaber.
I'm so excited.
It's right up there.
I can't wait. Like,
Ooh. Bye.
no, we're in Star Trek mode right
Oh.
now. Don't think about it.
There we go, some behind the scenes.
Yay.
Past Emma, kicking butt.
Yeah, there was some good stuff there for sure.
Yes.
Nick Cook even had a blooper in his behind the scenes because that was another ordeal. I forget what he said originally, but yeah,
Yes.
good job.
Yeah, so we want to talk about the outside forest filming bit again. Because you've done plenty of green screen, but being then full props, full costume, living it, how's that like?
Yeah, it's so different. It does feel very, like I joke every time that we're, legitimately went to an alien planet to film, but it feels very real. Comes with its own practical problems in terms of like people walking dogs and looking at you a bit strangely, and the wind, and fingers crossed that it doesn't rain, and oh god, everything's so much easier in the green screen studio, but it is a lot of fun. It's funny that all the times that we've gone out to film in the forest, it's either been like freezing cold or incredibly hot. I don't think we've ever done just like a nice normal.
Is there an in-between for us?
Maybe not.
Because
Maybe
sometimes
that's why.
the okay becomes cold. It's like, oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although warmer than your Star Wars outfit, I assume. The TNG uniform must be, surely.
Yes. Yeah, but I think the weather was colder for that one. So
Yeah.
swings and roundabouts.
Yeah.
Fleet Pass Swiftback throws in $5. Sam can wear women's small? That's disconcerting. Is he a human-sized stick insect or just really skinny?
Well, it's more that Emma and I can both wear man small.
Yeah. They tend to run big. And
'Cause-
I'm always too small for the smallest.
Because you fitting is a bit of an exaggeration. Like, we can make you work, but you wouldn't buy that on your own accord unless you want pajamas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or it would have
Yeah.
to be like tailored if I was going to wear it specifically for me, So it's sort of like just in between what would be perfect for me and Sam, I guess.
And we're lucky that most of the uniforms, they're small with stretch.
Mm-hmm.
And you do want them overly tight than overly big, because these uniforms are going to be fully tailored to you. And so you kind of
Yeah.
want that bit of it just works slightly better.
And General Grievous $2. Is Emma in on your Star Wars film, Sam? I heard sabers.
How could you have heard sabers? But that's a good tangent. Shall we talk about that for a little bit? While we've got her.
Sure. I didn't know she was in your Star Wars film.
Ha! An exclusive, maybe.
Oh,
I'll find a picture and then Emma can talk about it.
yay!
And somebody else might be in your Star Wars films, maybe.
Wait, yeah, is General Grievous asking because he wants my lightsaber? Because it's mine. You
That
can't have
must be
it.
the way he's implying it, yeah. I heard the saber.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's many lightsabers, but this one is mine.
So I'll let you pitch this one. Here's a shot of Marcus and Emma. Yes, no, seriously, that's Emma.
Yeah.
That's not Emma. That's not her twin sister that looks and sounds like Emma. It's Emma.
So very strange. Yeah.
And I absolutely love this picture because it's just so real looking.
That's Emma? Okay, I've seen this picture. I did not know that was you.
Yeah, that's...
Ah!
Damn.
It is not my evil alternate universe, like, version of me.
Wow.
Emma,
Okay.
talk about it.
So I did know.
What's the project?
Yeah. Yeah, we did. We have a little short project in the works. And I don't know how much I can say without, I guess, stuff we've talked about.
This
already.
is also my core audience, so I'm happy to be a bit more exclusive with these guys because these guys,
Yeah.
these guys are the best. So
Cool. Well, yeah, we've done a little bit of some fight scenes. We have got we got fancy lightsabers. And you can see we dressed up the costumes all nice. And yeah, it's just another like little characterful story. It's another real journey. It's there's some stuff in it that's going to be really cool if you are a fan of Star Wars games. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Some cool characters. And filming the fight scene that we did for that film with me and Marcus is the sweatiest I've ever been. And I felt like I was going to pass out near the end of it. So when we get to it, I hope everyone appreciates it.
and it was also a bit cold as well. We went through that.
Yes, yeah. Very strange experience.
Emma, it's your saber.
Yay!
It's too far away from Grievous. Yes, look at you holding it. It's the don't touch the on button, Emma. No, Emma, away from the button.
Don't touch a button.
Because they suck. Oh
They're
no,
so cool,
Emma,
but I don't know.
it's doing
they
the
have
thing
a lot
again.
of...
It's doing the
Oh
music
no!
again.
Oh no! It's doing the music. It did this while we were filming. It just plays like a 10-minute track. It just won't stop. Adds atmosphere though.
Yes.
Grant McGregor. Grant McGregor throws in $10. New Trek coming out. Have you fleshed out any ideas that you later find in Star Trek episodes? Example being a spoiler in today's Prodigy. There goes my idea.
Emma,
Keep up
I did
the
a
fan
thing.
production.
Oh no!
I've never seen this one
Oh,
before.
that's cool.
Oh, I've seen that one. Yeah. You can pair a similar thing with the Sailor Moon music.
Sorry. What was the question, Stuart?
I don't know. Well, you can read it yourself now. I already read it.
$10.
Sorry, Stuart.
Emma, why are you so amazing? Was that the question? No.
That's definitely not the question.
So do you ever flesh anything out that later gets actually put in a Star Trek episode and you're like, damn it?
Well, I can't predict that. Although it's funny, I did a neutral zone story when they went to the neutral zone the same week. That was surreal. With Romulans. It's like, oh shit, okay, hello. Oh god. There was actually something, but I can't remember.
There's been a few things here and there where it's like, oh man. Yeah, I remember a few.
It's more that I take little threads from them. Like I've incorporated. Do you remember how when they announced that Picard was an admiral in Lower Decks, I got pissed because they formally said he's now an admiral in this timeline. I was like, fuck. So I've written him in as an admiral, and they make a point of saying he's an admiral now. Didn't you know? He's fun to say Captain Picard.
Yeah.
Don't want to say Admiral Picard. It's annoying, so I put it in the script.
General Grievous throws in $2 and says, mine, gimme. I mean, what?
No!
No, Grievous.
You must fight him for it. Or fight her for it. You got to fight Emma for her lightsaber.
Yeah, we'll have to duel for it.
Well, just don't fight. Stop. Just don't fight Emma on the day when everything happens, because you're not gonna win.
No.
How would you summarise his not winning this there, Emma, after that event happens?
Crushed. Just not even a fight. It's just over.
That's good. I mean, how does it feel, seeing yourself with the lightsabers active? Because I've got 2 shots on the screen right now. Because there is a difference. Surprise, we didn't have real lightsabers, guys. I mean, we had real lightsabers that had no light nor saber. They had a saber. What's it like seeing it actually come to life?
Oh, it's so cool. It's freaking awesome. I do think, like I said this the other day, I do think my brain is going to trick me. And when we see it, I'm going to feel like it looked like that all along.
Yep. That is what happens with the Star Trek green screen. Because, I mean, why remember it as green? Just remember it as the sets.
Yeah. I remember that console. I remember looking out that window. Yeah.
We were very lucky with this wig. Because it's a wig. No shit, you didn't grow your hair and dye it and cut it all in the space of the same day. Well, I guess technically you did, but... and it was flawless in terms of, we were always worried that this relatively high-octane fight...
Yep.
It was good. It was good.
Nothing. I did have wig glue in my hair for the next 5 days, though. To be fair.
Your arch nemesis.
Yeah.
Ghost Bond. Apparently.
Yeah.
But no, it's and it's going to be a very annoying fight because there's a lot of these sorts of depth of fieldy shots. I've not only got to add the lightsaber, but also factor in the relativistical. Oh god.
Mhm.
But they look cooler because the depth. I mean, that's what you're there for.
Makes a lot of work for himself, but it's fine.
Yeah, but if you're only going to ever do a couple of Star Wars films, do them right,
Exactly.
Yeah. And can you tease then the difference between episode 1 and episode 2?
Well,
there's 2 episodes we filmed already.
I mean, yeah. So I guess episode 1 is self-explanatory, but it's more introductory.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very here's where we're at in the world. Here's these characters, and they're sort of coming to terms with different things. Past history, and Marcus is sort of going through his kind of personal trauma, and the second one is more of an adventure, I would say. It's it feels like we're already in the middle of them, living their life, training, whatever. In episode 1, episode 2 is going on a new adventure, and seeing lots of new things and a lot of surprises. And not that the first one isn't great and exciting, but it is very this is us in our natural habitat, doing our Jedi thing, whereas the second one is what is happening, off we go. That's my professional technical description.
And then fair to say a slightly mic drop last 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's it gets pretty heavy all of a sudden. And I think that episode 2 definitely ends in a when is episode 3 coming out, so I know what happens kind of way.
Which was not the intention, but it all does kind of work together.
Yeah, it really does.
Fair. Cool.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Me too.
The doctor, though, throws in $5. So glad to see Emma in these. You're brilliant, girl.
Thank you.
Yeah, and actually, because obviously the Trek audience now knows you with a significant amount of views for a fan film, they're doing very well. How do you feel about being out there for the Star Wars fan base then? Because that's a whole different kettle of fish. And how do you think your fans are gonna react to seeing you in that character?
I almost feel like it's kind of scarier, just because, especially because I do sort of unrelated stuff, within my audience, the kind of Trek fans. It's quite a small little collective. I sort of know them, but I feel like the people who are likely to watch a Star Wars thing is just a bit more mainstream, I guess. So that's a bit frightening. It's cool. It's really exciting. I think it's one of those things that everybody who even casually likes Star Wars would be oh, I'd love to be in Star Wars do a lightsaber fight or whatever. But at the same time, because I have that, even though I love Star Wars too, and I played a lot of the games and stuff, Star Trek has like my heart, as in I grew up with it, like my parents loved it, you know, it's like a proper thing for me. So it was like I can't wait to tell my mum that I'm in Star Trek. So there's like bonuses and, you know, stuff to each. But yeah, I'm definitely more, I don't know why, I fear the Star Wars audience more than I fear the Star Trek audience. I don't know.
Power of the dark side.
That must be it.
I do think they're going to be more judgy.
That's my fear.
Yeah. Star Wars fans are slightly louder than Star Trek fans.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what did your mum think when you showed her you was a Jedi?
Oh, she thinks it's awesome. She was also horrified when I sent her a photo of me in the wig. You know, like, haha, who's that? Oh my god.
I didn't give birth to no redhead.
Yeah. She's she loves it. She's pretty gel of the Star Trek stuff already, so yeah.
Nice.
Cool. Well, do you think we should wrap it up, Samuel?
Getting close. I'll jump back to the Indiegogo itself then. Because, you know, we're $9 away from a nice number, but 19 from an even better number. So a solid 20 would be lovely. And, you know, guys, I would really like to see somebody get the me and Stuart poster perk set. Just for the fun value of it by itself. And you can get a character name. Which I suppose if you wanted to be related to Reed, I guess you could technically make me call a name of, like, you know...
Could somebody be her brother?
God, someone says Eric Reed. I'm like, there's already Eric Reed in the show. I can't.
That's what I
It's
mean.
redundant. I mean, Erica Reed, no relation. Would be like, Erica Reed? The horror. All the flashbacks. But yeah, like I say, yeah, I really like these poster arts, the Lodex people. Would like to see some of them go to good homes and be appreciated. You know, you can get all four for £40, or 5, sorry. And they're personalised, you know, because if you're getting them, ask them to be to you, to whatever. I find them fun. And of course, there are signed
I think
scripts
they're awesome.
and signed norm posters, because we do the, as you saw, have the behind the scenes, the signing stuff. Yeah, we do the movie posters as well, which are fun. Very presentable on a wall or just a collector's piece. And anything in between, you know.
General Grievous says, I'm actually a bigger Star Trek fan, but I started as Grievous on Trekyards, and I turned into the heel of the channel, so I kept it going. You could change it. You could change it to
Dreadnought.
To Dreadnought, yeah.
Who's never coming back, by Stuart. I'm going to call it now. He's never going to come back into Prodigy. Now, he died at the end of part 2 of season 1.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
I'm going to bet every cent I've raised on
Oh, geez,
Stop.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
But like I said, $9 or 19 would be so lovely to end on. It's been obviously amazing. You guys have really jumped. We've definitely hit the 6,000. That's a lovely feeling.
Yay!
And we're doing a live on Monday with Sean Ferrick of Trek Culture, so that's a great time to speak to Sean as well. And we are going to talk about, I mean, it's their right tease. There's him in his costume on set with Marcus and Danny, or Ledge, as we call him. He's Ledge.
He's a ledge.
Well, he was a Ledge.
He's a ledge in every sense of the word.
Very true. And then Nim will be joining us on Tuesday, which is great because unlike Emma and me, she has real work, at real times. So she's actually staying.
We do real work,
but not at real
you do
times.
like 7 people's jobs. Let's not. You know.
But I mean, like, she has to wake up at like 8, so therefore her being on live is quite.
She does have a grown-up job, yeah.
So thank you to Nim, and that would be great. It's a first live with us. We did one with Matt Miller, but she was one of the group, and obviously she has lots of films out. We talk about old Nim, young Nim, very young Nim. So much to talk about, and you know, for me, she's like the celebrity of the Trek shorts. She's been doing it for the longest, so like hopefully you guys will tune in for that and support, because that'll be our last big shot to get some donations for the end, before like the end live. To where I'll be doing a special, you know, last day discussion chat, show off some things, because that was fun last time, and in fact we actually managed to get past our minimum, past our goal last time. Not I'm counting on that this time, obviously, but you know, I'm excited to see what happens those last few hours, because I'm trying, and one more trailer right at the end as well, which will be fun.
So guys, It's pinned to the top of the chat. Go check out the Indiegogo. Check out the perks. See if you can help out Samuel. Everybody that super chatted, I'd like to thank them all because you're all fantastic. And each one of those was worth double because we're going to contribute the same amount to the Indiegogo as a result. So thank you so much, guys.
Two more things briefly. To the poll results, 34 votes. Do you want to see more of Laura Reed? In which era? The winner by slim margin is First Contact. Good stuff. TNG at 35 and feature only 24. That's okay. I have a question for the 34 people. Who here would like to see Captain Foley in a film in a major leading solo role? Put it in the chat right now. How much would you like to see it? Yes, Emma, you have a question? Sorry. Hello.
No, I was voting.
Oh.
Yes, please.
Oh.
Yay! That's one vote. I'm in.
If Emma thinks I should, I'm sold.
I feel like my vote should count as like 2 or 3 because I'm a cast member, so I think that should be worth more.
You're a cast member, a fellow YouTuber, and just awesome. So yes, 3 votes at least.
There you go.
And as Stuart said at the start,
Perfect.
more subscribers too.
Yeah, well, I wasn't going to point that out this time, but yes. I'm very bitter that we haven't had 100,000 yet because YouTube like annihilated 6,000 of our subscribers one day, and that really annoyed me. So
And
It does that.
when you do daily videos for like a year, it's like it's a lot of time and effort and investment. But then we've got like multiple showrunners and multiple people from the shows on, so it's not as if we don't have our own benefits. But still,
Hell yeah.
it sometimes sucks being not a hate channel because they get a lot more views, interest, and analytics. But we're not like that. Yes.
So it looks like yes is the general consensus.
I do think Fleetboard does get 5 votes. I would agree with that statement.
Yeah, he does a lot of work. He pulls a lot of the weight around here. So yeah, for sure. All right, cool.
Any final thought, Emma, or a thing to tease, or any sort of last note?
I'm just excited. There's so much to come, and make sure you share the Indiegogo because other people might really want a cool poster like I do. So yeah, it's so exciting. There's so much. We've done so much, so that you just keep tuning in because yeah, we've got a lot on the pipeline. And also thank you for having me, and thank you to everyone in the chat for being nice to me, not being mean to me because I don't know the classes of the starships or anything. Thank you for being nice.
Well, thanks for joining us. We appreciate it, and I hope they all do as well. If you haven't checked out her channel, go check out Emma Thorne's channel and subscribe. Not that she needs it, but I'm just kidding. She does really great work, and I can't wait for her expose on the Trekyards channel. That should be a good 2-hour video. I want to hear her thoughts on everything we've done.
Yeah.
That'd be fantastic.
Everything you've done wrong. We're gonna start beef. This is gonna be my first YouTube beef.
But only with this version of Stuart.
Yes, that's it. That's
A
it.
personal vendetta against him.
Wow. Wow. All right. And on that note, I'd like to thank everybody for joining us. Have yourselves a great Thanksgiving or whatever you're doing today.
Yes.
Be safe, and we'll see you guys later. So until then, he is Commander Cockings.
He's Captain Foley and special guest. Who is?
It's me, Emma Thorne.
Woo.